Archangel Michael crying loudly because you always skip him. This is not a joke. You will never be the same after knowing what this person confess. Open it quickly. Archangel Michael says, the heavens shook not because of war, but because your name echoed in a voice of regret. He is crying, not with gentle tears, but with loud wails that ripple through the divine gates. This isn't just a message, it's a final bell, a trembling in the spirit realm that you can't afford to skip again. You were never meant to scroll past this moment. Each time you did, something in the atmosphere cracked a little more. The night is not like other nights, something buried deep is rising to the surface. A confession is cunning. Not whispered, not hidden in riddles, but raw and direct, like thunder shaking a mountain. And this time, you must know the truth. It's about you and what someone did behind your back. A soul has reached a breaking point. They've held something for too long, pretending it didn't burn their conscience. But now, that fire is no longer containable. It's exploding through their voice, meant for you only. Tap Amen to get blessing 333. The person who betrayed you isn't sleeping peacefully. They're tossing and turning, haunted by dreams that replay the exact moment they did it. They never expected the divine to intervene this way. You were chosen not to be played with. And yet, this person thought they could handle the aftermath. They were wrong. Archangel Michael has stepped into this matter directly. Comment I believe if you feel chills reading this. Because chills mean truth is touching your soul. It's confirmation that what they're about to reveal is already known by your spirit. They've written the confession down. They couldn't say it in person. They were too scared. But they needed to write every word, and it will soon be in your hands. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You might see their name on your phone soon. Don't ignore it this time, because that moment will shift your path forever. They've been advised by someone close to come clean before it's too late. Archangel Michael says, this is the last delay heaven will permit. If they don't speak now, what's inside them will consume them, and you, child of the light, will no longer be the victim, but the one they'll seek mercy from. This person held a secret about you that could change everything. They knew what others were doing behind your back, and they didn't stop it. They let it happen, pretending to care while watching you suffer. They lied when they said they didn't know. They were part of the whispers, the setup, the intentional delay of your blessings. And now, karma has knocked on their soul's door and demanded truth. Type Amen to get blessing for 44. They've seen signs lately. Mirrors cracking, phones acting strange, sudden illnesses. These are not coincidences. Heaven is forcing them to admit what they did to the one who was protected by Archangel Michael. They were given so many chances to walk away from the betrayal, but they chose to go deeper, believing no one would find out. Now, their own shadow has become their judge. A mutual friend is involved, yes. Someone you still trust holds a connection to this confession. Watch how they start behaving awkwardly when this message reaches you. Comment reveal it now if you feel someone around you isn't who they pretend to be. Because it's already unfolding, silently and powerfully, you're not imagining it. Your intuition is right. Try payment to get blessing 717. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. They saw something in your house. They took something that wasn't theirs, a photo, a note, a piece of your past. They used it in a way you never gave permission for. That item has been passed around, and it reached someone who knows spiritual laws deeply. This person warned them, if you don't confess, your fate is sealed. Archangel Michael says, their time is running out. The heavens gave them until the end of this week to say the truth. After that, the protection shifts from nuchal to divine judgment. They'll try to twist the story at first. They'll cry and beg for you not to hate them. But the truth will be so sharp, it will sting even before they finish speaking. Type Amen to get blessing 121. You will be tempted to feel broken, but don't let the enemy win that easily. This exposure is your breakthrough disguised as chaos. You will feel a presence when it happens. Archangel Michael will stand beside you, not seen, but felt deeply. You'll notice the room change, the light bend, your breath shift. Comment I feel him near if your heart is pounding right now, because it means the angel is present. Your energy is already responding to the coming truth. The person involved is someone who once celebrated with you. They clapped at your wins, smiled in your photos, held your hand, but their jealousy was never healed. It turned them into a silent enemy. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Their confession is not just about one act. It's a chain of actions, one leading to another, each carefully hidden. They thought they were smart until the angel exposed the pattern. One night, when you were most vulnerable, they watched, and they made a decision that would affect your future. They said nothing when they should have said everything. A spiritual person tried to warn you, but you were too kind, too forgiving to believe something so cruel. Now, the message comes again, stronger and unavoidable. Archangel Michael says. The veil is torn now. Now we're pretending. The sword of truth is already swinging toward your life. Type Amen to get blessing 303. This person has nightmares now. They dream of you standing in white, glowing with light. In the dream, you always turn and walk away silently, and it scares them. You were meant to rise higher than them. And instead of supporting you, they tried to tie weights to your spirit. But their ropes are snapping one by one, and you are lifting. Comment I'm ready for justice if you feel the chains breaking now. Your blessing is not delayed. It's arriving with thunder and exposure. You will be shocked by how fast it all changes after their confession. They will try to give you a gift, don't take it. It's cursed with hidden guilt and spiritual residue. They will smile, but it's a mask to cover the trembling inside. Type Amen to get blessing 838. They weren't alone, another person, someone younger, was also part of this. And that person is about to spill everything out of fear. You may receive a message late at night. It may come from an unfamiliar number, but the words will be familiar, too familiar to be ignored. They're going to mention something only you and one other person do. That's your sign. That's how you'll know this confession is real. Archangel Michael says, after this, your name will be restored. Your image will blow. And those who doubted you will be silenced in shame. I pay men to get blessing 606. The person is crying now, even before speaking to you. They've lost sleep, peace, appetite. Every mirror shows them your face, and it breaks them. But you won't break, you're about to become even more powerful. Because the truth doesn't just hurt, it frees. Comment: freedom is mine to break the last spiritual tie to this betrayal. You're not here by accident. This is your moment of revelation. You will soon hear your name in unexpected places. It'll be a whisper, a mention, a repetition. That's heaven letting you know. Your identity is shifting for the better. Type him in to get blessing 999, you will laugh again. Not a laugh of confusion, but a deep, full laughter of divine justice. You'll see how everything that was hidden is now serving your elevation. You'll look at the person and feel nothing. That's when you'll know you've won. You didn't just survive, you triumphed in silence and grace. Archangel Michael says, your story will now echo in places you never imagined. Because someone tried to destroy you, but ended up promoting your purpose. It's not over. It's about to begin. Type Amen to get blessing 100. Their confession will begin with hesitation. They'll tremble, their voice breaking, unable to look you in the eyes. But once the first sentence comes out, the flood will follow. You will hear things that sound unreal. Moments you trusted were real, twisted, misused, manipulated behind your back. The betrayal was layered, and this person knew exactly what they were doing. They ended your strength. They saw your light and couldn't understand why it burned so brightly. Instead of embracing it, they tried to dim it silently. You were walking with angels while they were whispering with darkness. They spoke to someone about ways to make you feel small. But your spirit wasn't meant to shrink, it was meant to roar. Type Amen to get blessing 424. This message reached you now because the spiritual clock struck a warning, not just for them, but for you, to prepare for the emotional impact. Because this confession won't just reveal one truth, but many. You will feel everything. Anger, betrayal, sorrow, relief. And then, peace, because you'll know your heart was never wrong, just too forgiving. Comment: I am not blind anymore if you felt strange energy around a close one lately. Attention is a clue. Your spirit is breaking under the weight of what they know you're about to find out. Archangel Michael says, they will speak through tears, but their pain won't be yours. Your regret will be heavy, but don't carry it. Listened, received release. They made a pact. It involved stopping you before your rise. It failed because heaven never gave them permission. Type Amen to get blessing 515. Someone was paid to distract you. Yes, it goes that deep. A friend introduced you to someone whose real purpose was to drain your focus. But instead of falling, you rose even stronger. Your destiny is coded in divine protection. Even when the enemy enters disguised as a friend, the angels intervene. They will say your name over and over during their confession. And each time, you will feel a thread untangle in your soul. This is healing through truth, not just through time. Comment: I accept divine truth if your heart is ready to be unburdened. Because what's coming is a sacred untangling. You were never meant to carry what they covered. Type Amen to get blessing 212. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. You may be sitting alone when it happens. The silence will suddenly feel heavy and then ring. A call, a knock, or a message that starts with "I need to say something." Don't reject it. Don't rush it, let the truth pour. Archangel Michael says they are coming with fear, but your peace must remain. Because their words, no matter how heavy, cannot shatter what was divinely rebuilt. You are more unshakable than you know. They will reveal names that will stun you. People you thought were on your side were keeping secrets too. And all of it will come on down in a single conversation. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There was one night they remember clearly. The moment they made the worst choice that shifted the path, they watched your kindness and still walked away with silence. Now they are haunted. Every success you achieve feels like thunder in their ears. Because they know they didn't just betray a person, they betrayed a divine soul. Comment "I was born for more" if you've ever felt that your struggles didn't match your heart. That feeling was truth knocking. The enemy saw your light and tried to pre-write your ending. They were not allowed to erase you. They only delayed the moment. But this time, no more delay. What they feared most is happening now. You are awakening fully. Type Amen to get blessing 303. You were never supposed to be silent forever. This is your moment to reclaim your narrative. The brokenness they caused is now the soil for your divine rise. You are not just healing, you're being repositioned. The shift is cosmic, not just emotional. The confession is the final storm before the sun. When you hear their words, listen deeply. Your soul will feel every vibration. Some of what they say will match the dreams you've been having. Archangel Michael says, those dreams were not your imagination. They were previews from heaven. Your spirit has already walked this path in the realm of light. Hot meant to get blessing 777. One item in your room will glow or vibrate spiritually when it happens. Pay attention to subtle signs. It may be a necklace, a candle, a photo. Something will respond. You are being watched, not in fear, but in preparation. Angels have surrounded you in this hour, and they are waiting to seal this chapter when truth is complete. They were afraid you'd hate them forever. But what they don't know is you've already forgiven. You just wanted the truth to arrive. Comment "the truth is welcome" if your soul is open to complete closure. Because that is what this message is, closure wrapped in courage. You've already crossed the hardest part, surviving without answers. Type Amen to get blessing 919. They spoke badly about you to others, but now those same people are realizing you were innocent. The tables have flipped and everyone is watching your elevation. There will be a public shift, something visible, an event, a statement, a revelation, and you will be praised for the strength you didn't even show publicly. Archangel Michael says, this is divine reversal. What they meant to harm you with has become your glory stone. Every tear you shed is now pounded and returned as divine currency. One of your biggest manifestations is arriving soon after this truth. The spiritual door has already creaked open. You just need to stand still and receive it. Type Amen to get blessing 111. They will ask you if you hate them now. look at them in silence. Because your eyes will carry the weight of everything they broke. You won't get to explain your pain. They will feel it just by your calm. That is Euthus in ID Subdis 4, you have evolved. This truth won't shatter you, it will shape you. And those who watch you break will now watch you bloom. Come, and I am reborn to declare that their confession has no power over your peace. This is the final moment of their guilt and the first moment of your restoration. You are about to walk in rooms that were once locked to you. Tap Amen to get blessing 818. Their confession will not end with words alone. They'll break down, unable to look you in the eye, ashamed of what they allowed to happen. And yet, in that moment, the power shifts completely back into your hands. They will admit they watched someone betray you and said nothing. They were present when your name was insulted, and they joined the laughter. Now, they carry the guilt like a chain around their soul. They'll tell you about the place where it all started. A room, a conversation, a decision to go along with a lie, and now, every memory of that night burns them from the inside. Archangel Michael says, your silence has carried more weight than their noise ever could. You didn't need revenge. You became the storm they never saw coming. Tap Amen to get blessing 636. You will hear your own name differently after the confession. It will sound powerful, divine, undeniable, because the truth will polish what they tried to smear. They tried to steal opportunities meant for you. But the angels guarded your timeline like a fortress. Every delay they caused has turned into divine acceleration. Comment, my name is written in the stars if you feel your time is arriving. Because it is no war shadows, no war hiding. You were meant to be known, to be seen, to be remembered. Their tears won't erase the damage, but it will start their redemption. Because Archangel Michael doesn't just protect, he also disciplines, and their lesson is being written in their own regrets. Type Amen to get blessing 454. Your hands will blow after the confession, not literally, but spiritually. You will feel a heat, a current, a movement. That is your power returning, part by part. You may feel dizzy, lightheaded, even emotional for hours. That is your soul realigning. You are being reconnected to a version of yourself that was buried under their lies. They will say, I was afraid you'd hate me. But hate has no place in the heart of the chosen, only clarity. Only strength. Only release. Comment, I choose release to anchor your healing into the present moment. You are not bound by their past decisions. You are crowned by your future victories. Pop them in to get blessing 707. They will reveal more than one name. You might even be shocked to hear the name of someone very close. Someone you still trust. Someone you eat with, someone who knew everything. That person is already sensing the shift. They feel you becoming more aware. That's why they've started acting different, more distant, more careful. They think they can delay the exposure, but the timing is no longer in their hands. Heaven has set the clock, and truth is marching forward. Archangel Michael says, do not let emotions trick you into silence. Let your peace be loud. Your energy is already speaking louder than any confrontation could. Type Amen to get blessing 313. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. They may beg to meet in person. They'll say it's too much to type or speak on a call because they need to feel your energy when they confess, hoping it will heal them. But healing doesn't come from being near you. It comes from truth, and their truth is decades overdue. You are not just chosen, you are the soul that carries correction. That's why they were scared of you from the beginning. Comment I walk in holy fire if your intuition has already been burning with signs. Because you were never blind. You were waiting for divine confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 505. They once laughed at your dreams. Behind closed doors, they mocked what you told them in trust. Now, those same dreams are beginning to manifest. And they are terrified. They never believed you'd make it this far, they thought the pain would destroy you, but you kept rising even when your heart felt shattered. You are becoming the proof that divine justice is real, and that scares them more than anything else, because they know the world is about to see who you really are. Archangel Michael says, keep walking in silence. Your glow is louder than revenge. The confession is their earthquake, but it's your elevation. Don't return to the old version of yourself just to meet them halfway. Type Amen to get blessing 848. You will receive an unexpected gift in the coming days. It may seem random, but it carries spiritual weight. That gift will come after the concession. And it will be a divine confirmation. It could be money, a letter, a sign in the sky, a song. You will know when it arrives. It will carry energy that matches this message. Don't question it. Just receive. Their confession is not just about guilt. It's about transferring the pain back to where it belongs. You will not carry what wasn't yours. You are being spiritually unburdened. Comment I return what is not mine to disconnect from the energy they pushed onto you, because your soul deserves freedom. And tonight, freedom is being delivered through truth. Type Amen to get blessing 292. They will walk away after telling you, head low, voice shaking. They won't ask for forgiveness yet. They'll be too ashamed. And that's okay, because forgiveness will come in divine timing. You are not who you were when they hurt you. You are stronger now, more aware, more aligned with your destiny. They are looking at a soul they no longer recognize. That is your justice. That is your triumph. That is what makes Archangel Michael smile again. Archangel Michael says, the loudest cry in heaven is not for war, but for a chosen one being ignored. And tonight, he is crying no more, because you have finally received what was meant to be heard. Tap Amen to get blessing March 1933. Your steps will echo long after they leave the room. They'll carry the weight of their own voice, the words they finally had the courage to release. But you will feel light, like chains slipping quietly from your soul. You won't need to respond with anger. The silence in your spirit will say more than fury ever could. You are not their judge. You are the evidence of divine protection. Comment I am covered if you know you were spared things you didn't even see, because the angels fought for you in rooms your feet never entered. The sword of Archangel Michael didn't just defend, he redirected destruction. They once spoke your name as a curse. Now they whispered in awe because your strength revealed what their jealousy tried to bury. Type Amen to get blessing 664. You'll feel the truth settle in your bones, slowly and surely. Like a puzzle piece falling into place. Suddenly, everything they did will start making sense. That moment when they went quiet, that day they disappeared without reason. You all lines now, the mask is off. They will try to justify it, saying, I didn't mean to hurt you, but deep down, they knew exactly how fragile your heart was. They just thought you'd never find out. Archangel Michael says, it's not your job to make excuses for them anymore. You done that enough. This is your moment to receive, not to repair. Pop Amen to get blessing 07/1927. There will be silence after the storm, but don't confuse it with emptiness. It's peace, pure, sacred, and long overdue. You might cry, not because of sadness, but because your spirit is finally exhaling. You've held your breath for so long, waiting for closure, and now, it's arrived. Comment my soul is breathing if you feel the heaviness starting to lift already. That's not imagination. That's spiritual confirmation. The chains are breaking even before you speak a word. You'll feel angels in the room. You may get goosebumps to rush and warp the wave of stillness. That is Archangel, Michael, brushing your shoulder in comfort. Type Amen to get blessing 858. The truth will change how others view you, not because you will tell them, but because they'll see the glow return to your face. You'll shine in places you once dimmed yourself for others. Your laugh will return real, loud, and unapologetic. That's how the people around you will know something has shifted. They'll see joy where there once was silence. This confession will end one chapter, but begin something far greater. Because heaven doesn't just expose lies, it opens new doors when the old ones rot. You are about to walk into something golden. Comment my new door is open if you're ready to step into what was blocked. Delay, no more betrayal dressed as loyalty. Type Amen to get blessing 747. They'll likely disappear for a while after they confess. They won't know how to face you. They'll expect punishment, rage, or coldness, but you won't give them any of that. Because your peace isn't a reaction. It's a revelation. And that will haunt them more than your anger ever could. Your blessings are picking up speed now, but with stuck is now moving like river water released from a dam. You will barely recognize your life in the next few weeks. Archangel Michael says, this is the acceleration prophecy. When betrayal is revealed, favor rushes in. You have passed your test, now the reward begins. Type Amen to get blessing 1000. Do not second-guess your worth after their confession. Their guilt is not your identity. You were never the weak one, they just underestimated your divine backing. Your name was spoken with mockery. Now, it will be spoken with reverence. Because people are about to see what heaven always knew. You are marked. Comment I am marked by light if you feel the spiritual shift beginning now. It's not just a change, it's a complete transformation. And it begins the moment truth becomes your witness. He once thought they had time, but the clock was ticking louder in heaven than they heard on earth. And now the alarm has gone off, too loud to ignore. Type Amen to get blessing 585. A door will open in your dreams first. A wide golden arch, blowing. That's how you will know the confession broke the spiritual down. You may wake up emotional, even weeping. Don't suppress it. Let it cleanse you. Those tears are your final purge. Archangel Michael says, your angels are rejoicing in silence. They watched you endure without breaking. Now, they are preparing your table. Someone will try to reach out again after the confession. They will say, can we go back to how it was? But you already know. You can't go back where trust was buried. Tap Amen to get blessing March 1930. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. You won't feel anger, only clarity. You won't seek revenge, only justice through peace. You'll feel your inner voice grow louder, and it will always be on your side. The enemy hoped this confession would destroy you, but heaven has reversed it into your elevation. The breakdown has become your breakthrough. Comment, I accept my elevation to seal the transformation with your voice. Because what's ahead will demand a new version of you, one free from lies, limits, and leashes. You are not who you were before this confession. You're lighter, clearer, untouchable. And now, even the stars recognize your rise. Type Amen to get blessing February 2002.